Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, I'm Jessica. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos. Today with 3 simple tips, I'm going to be showing you how to do a headstand safely. Now I do emphasize safely because I do not recommend doing so if you have high blood pressure, glaucoma, weak eye muscles, anything like that. You may need to seek a physician's consent before doing so. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get on the mat. Alright, so we're all here on our mats. Now the first position I'd like you to get into is a tabletop position. So go ahead and get into a tabletop position. That's going to be all fours. And you want to make sure when you're in this position that your spine is straight and that your knees are underneath your hips and that your wrists here are underneath your shoulders. So you want to make sure that all of that is correct. And with that, I want you to go ahead and drop your elbows down to where your palms are. And this is going to go ahead and bring us into my first tip. Alright, so my first tip is going to be that you always want to be shoulder width apart. So a nice, easy, simple way to check if you're shoulder width apart would be by touching opposite elbows. And if you are able to touch opposite elbows, perfect. If not, then you might need to scoot them a little closer, or you may even need to scoot them a little bit further. But you want to make sure that it looks like this when you're crossing to touch those opposite elbows. And if so, then you're perfect. And then you're going to bring your arms back down. And you want to go ahead with my second tip here now by clasping your fingers together. And I like to personally, I don't really like mine very tight. I feel like it's a lot more beneficial when it's like a nice loose clasp. All right, so now that we have our hands clasped in front of us, we want to go ahead and bring our neck down. Now, it's very, very important that you do not put all of your weight onto your head. Our neck is not made to hold that much weight. So if you're holding all of your weight with your neck, you can very much seriously hurt yourself. So please, 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 be very careful when doing this. This can be extremely dangerous if you're not, doing it properly. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and bring your head down. Now, you want to basically just be resting your head against your clasped fingers. Alright, so now that we have our head in between our clasped fingers resting on the mat, we're going to go ahead and go into tip 3. Now with tip 3, I want you to go ahead and shoot those hips up to the sky. So you'll be in a position like this. Now in this position, I want you to slowly walk yourself forward onto your tiptoes. Now, once in this position, I just want you to sit and then slowly bring it back down. And you want to do this about 3 times just so that you can get the feel of how it is. Okay, so once you feel comfortable, go ahead and just lift one foot off the mat. And if you feel strong or you feel that other foot on the mat is kind of pushing off away from the mat, go ahead and just gradually lift it up. And I want you to stay in this tuck position and just hold it. So now that we're in this tuck position and we've sat here for a moment, if you have that confidence and you feel as though, oh, I've got it, go ahead and slowly bring your legs up. And make sure you're always breathing. You want to make sure you hold that core tight and just focus on your breathing. And when we're bringing this down, you want to gradually bring your knees back into that tuck. So we're back in that tuck, and then we want to slowly bring it down. Now we want to stay like this just because we've sent a lot of blood flow to our head, that you don't want to get up too quick because you don't want to be dizzy or pass out or anything like that. So just hold this for a moment. Some nice easy breathing. And go ahead and sit down on your feet. and gradually bring yourself back up. All right, how we feeling? Let me know in the comment section. Leave me a comment. Let me know what kind of video you guys want to see next. All right, thanks guys.